Okay, folks, this is the second part of the interview on off Charleston. But like, wait, back up a bit. You said he held you when you were born?
His mom and my mom were friends.
Oh. And you guys were the same age?
No, he was older.
By how much? Like 5 years?
6.
6? Oh. That's just heart-wrenching. I mean, you basically lost a best friend.
Oh yeah.
Oh man.
Oh yeah. I still feel completely lost without him. It helps having this friend with me right now, but I can't explain how golden it feels to be able to trust one person.
And that was him. That was it. That was he.
150% trust.
Yeah.
And actually feel love, you know? I don't know. And then lose it.
No, that's rare. What you had with him is extremely rare. I know. I was married for 15 years, and I knew from the beginning that we weren't going to last forever, but since you're a nurse, you understand this bit of humor. I treated it like it was cancer. I just took it day to day. I took it day to day. See, totally different, folks. She was actually with someone that she was meant to be with. I mean, you could tell. I mean, she's getting emotional because of it, and I am too. It's like that, you know, like there is someone out there for all of us, and she found that someone. And you know, we go through life for the most part never finding that person. She's one of the lucky few that actually found that person.
How lucky am I when I'm still living and I have to feel the pain?
Yeah.
That's the worst pain I've ever felt in my life.
That's the worst.
Every day I wake up and I ask why.
That's the worst. So that's a long time. That's 40 years.
And I still try to wake up positive and think, okay, everything happens for a reason. I'm still here for a reason. You know, I did a lot. For 6 months I tried to kill myself after I lost him. For 6 months.
Yeah. No, that pain's too great.
Attempt, I went into kidney failure.
Oh man. Oh, you did it through pills.
I don't know how, but my daughter somehow
saved you.
Called the hospital that I was in.
Yeah.
How she found me. I really don't. Because it's been touch and go. I mean, with my daughter and my kids, you know, it's very hard to stay in contact when you don't have a phone.
Yeah.
But anyways, I don't know how she found me, but she said something really touched my heart. I mean, and my kids are my best friends. Don't get me wrong. I love my kids. I love my kids.
Are they back in California?
There and everything else. It's completely different.
Yeah, it is.
Right.
How are they back in California?
No, they spread out through the states. I got one in Washington, one in Utah, and one in Illinois.
Wow.
And I went there to Illinois. I went to Wisconsin to go see my girl after my husband died.
And this is their father, basically, right?
That's kind of a long story, a different day. All in all, we have 6, but where was I going with this?
They're spread out throughout the country.
Oh yeah, I went to Wisconsin because my daughter lived in Wisconsin first.
Okay.
And I hated it. Oh my God. I love old houses, old buildings and stuff like that. Wisconsin's got it. But it's also got a lot of snow, a lot of cold.
A lot of cold.
And no people.
No people, right.
Seriously, I walked through the whole town and didn't see one person. They like all hide. But they're nice people. They're nice people. But I can't live there. No. City slicker to country girl.
Yeah.
Anyway, so then my daughter moved over to Illinois, and I even went there over Christmas the last year, and that was depressing. There, you want to back up a minute? That truck's
Oh, okay, hold on. Shoot. I have to back up, folks. Okay, never mind. Okay.
Sorry about that. Thank you.
Okay, never mind. The truck was able to get in. Okay, so you were in Wisconsin. That's amazing. I look at the temperatures there and I just get scared. Like, whoa.
I started getting homesick really bad.
Yeah.
But I couldn't have got back up on my feet all the way without her. I couldn't. I mean, I've had a few people throughout this journey of mine after losing my husband. It's really been great crutches.
No, I know.
I don't know what else to say.
You know, my father once told me, you know, my father was a crooked immigration lawyer, set up phony marriages back in the 80s before he got caught by the feds. But he told me, and sometimes he would take on a family law case, aka a divorce case. He would say to me, you know what, in order to practice that area of law, in order to practice it, you have to have been married first and then maybe divorced, but like, you won't know how your client is feeling unless you actually go through the process or attach to the person. And you know, I'm 47 now, and I know exactly what she's going through. I mean, I've never actually met the one person in my life that I would say I would be lost without that person, because that other person is my other half to make me whole and make me complete. But I understand it more now. And when you find that person, it's almost like a Jag. You know, a Jaguar is a wonderful car. They become your spine. A Jaguar is a beautiful car when it runs, but when it doesn't run, it's a nightmare. It's the same thing with her. She's in her own personal nightmare. She's a strong person, you can tell, because anyone in her position would be dead. Because when you meet your soulmate, when you meet someone that you've basically known all your life, it's almost like my half-brother. I allowed him to cut the cord for my first daughter, my firstborn. She doesn't realize it. I think I may have told her once or twice. She's got issues. I think, you know, she's probably got ADD and she's got Asperger's syndrome. But I said to her, your half uncle, your uncle cut your cord. In other words, he was there in the beginning. She's only 13, but it'll resonate with more meaning as she gets older. But I had him specifically go there so that I could have him cut the cord. Unfortunately, I'm estranged from both my daughters because my daughters were sent to live with relatives when they were babies, so they don't really have an emotional attachment to either parent, but they feel more comfortable with the mother because my ex-wife, of course, is the mother, and there's more of a biochemical bond there, but that's fine. But I understand what she's going through, and so for those of you folks that think, oh, well, she could just go to a program, get a job. No. It just, I mean, there are certain parts in your life, I hope you guys never experience it, but I mean, you know, to have your heart ripped out of your chest, that's the only way I could put it.
And
just imagine.
Stand up here and you gotta humiliate yourself already.
Right.
Line a sign. People think it's so easy.
It's not. It's not easy.
You can't just go get a job.
It's not.
You know how hard it is just to walk inside somewhere without somebody shutting you because you're not dressed appropriately?
Exactly.
Or,
Exactly.
What? My teeth are broken.
Yeah.
People think what? Drugs.
Right.
I jumped in front of the LA train.
Oh, jeez.
And the cops grabbed me just in time and they slammed me down on the ground. That's why my teeth are broken. I have sores on my face because I got beat up the other night.
Oh, jeez.
So, it's not drugs.
Yeah, it's not drugs. It's not drugs.
But I'm heavily judged.
Yeah.
And if it wasn't for people, my regulars that know me, I would probably starve to death out here. I have people making fun of me. People roll down their windows and then roll them up and then laugh their ass off and think it's funny.
Oh, no.
You know? And it's just, people can be really cruel. But here on Commerce, I have to say, the people have been great to me.
Yeah.
They have been great to me. I mean, the person I was with, he ruined my reputation up on Rancho. And Rancho, I have a hard time making money over there. I really do have a hard time over there.
Oh, jeez.
Because he would pop off with, you know, just horrible things about me. And that, you know, being homeless already is hard enough. Everybody thinks when you're a girl, you make more money. Oh, hell no.
No.
No. You want this $100 bill? Oh, you gotta work for it.
Oh, no. Oh, no, man.
So you got those creeps like that, but then you got the good-hearted people too. I'm not gonna say, you know, everyone's a good person because I've been judged quite heavily by a lot of people, but I've also had a lot of great people helping me survive every day.
Yeah, no, I don't.
You know how hard it is just to go to a doctor's appointment?
I can
really
imagine.
Hard, because that bumps our schedule out of the way.
Right.
Because if we don't start doing this in the morning, it throws us off completely.
Oh no.
Completely. If we don't make it out in time, then some of us don't even get to eat.
Oh,
So what I
jeez.
do is I recycle. We don't get paid a lot here. In California, you bank, but not here. But I recycle.
How much just on average do you earn?
When I recycle,
You earn like what, roughly 50, 60 bucks a day?
I'm not going to disclose that information because sometimes it can be nothing.
It can be nothing?
Nothing. I
Oh,
can stand here all day long
Oh
and not
no.
even get a penny. And it's not their fault. I mean, I know
No, it's not their fault.
You know, these people, I mean, like during the holidays, I get it. I had 3 kids. You know, I was never once homeless when I had my kids. I raised all my kids. All of them went through school. They all have kids. They all have spouses. You know, we were above average, I think.
Yeah.
And, you know, when my husband was sick, we were going to walk through the states. And we were going to go all the way to Illinois to see my daughter, you know. And that was because I taught him about stopping and smelling the roses in life. He finally started taking that advice. But anyway, so that's what we were doing, and Las Vegas became our vacation spot. Pretty much because we would be here for like 6 or 7 months, and then the cops would pick him up for flying or something, and it would be all old warrants that he had that were squashed, and he'd end up getting extradited all the way back to Cali, you know, so then we'd have to start all over again, and we always came back here because we wanted to see our friends and say, you know, hey, we're passing through. And then we get comfortable or whatever, you know, because he'd get sick, you know, and I'd nurse him back to health and stuff. I mean, he hemorrhaged a lot. And, I mean, you know, I guess people really didn't mess with us on the streets too much because they all knew he was sick, and they all know that they could see the love. Everybody knows. I mean, anybody here will tell you, oh yeah, they knew it. Oh yeah, they definitely knew. And everybody shook his hand whenever he got out of jail, because I've never cheated on him, you know, ever. And it was like, dude, it didn't matter if she was starving to death or not. She was not budge. And the last person I was with, he hated it because he would ask me a question, and I was like, well, you can't get mad because my whole life pretty much revolved around, you know, and so anytime I got a story, you can almost guarantee he's in, or if it's something wise that I've learned, you know.
All right, so basically we have to end it on that note because my phone can't go over a certain limit, but that's her story.
All the time.
Yeah, she's out here all the time. She's hustling, but she's a good person, you know. She's tried to be fair and she's tried to be honest, and she is still fair and honest. But you know, circumstances force people to do things that they thought they would never do. Hell, I never thought I would do a video series. I remember when YouTube was first launched, I never took it seriously. But this place is so twisted. It's so Twilight Zone-ish that I had to just do it. But I have to end this now. This is the second part of the interview off Charleston and Commerce. I'll see you folks later. Happy trails. I hope you learned something from this video. You guys don't have to press the subscribe button. That's a bunch of bullshit.
If you come to Las Vegas, expect to get stuck.
Expect to get stuck. Be very, very careful. All right, ciao. Bye for now.